Triple Z in that it does actually get in your blood. There's something about Triple Z, about the whole feel of Z and what it stands for, that it's not like any other radio station. The struggle that Z has had over the years through the Joe Bjelke-Peterson era and everything like that, and the whole thing where the police are against us, and I was part of the market day thing where the police came in and there was the riot for no good reason. I was there and I saw it happen, and people were dancing in the rain having a fine time until they got slammed in the head with a police baton. And there's something about Z that I personally can't tear myself away from. So, you know, it is. There's something about Z, and there's people that have been involved with this station for years and years, and they might go away, but they'll come back again because, yeah, there's something special about Triple Z, that's all.
This is Dykes on Mics on 4ZZZ 102.1 FM. Dykes on Mics is about providing a women-friendly airspace where we play women-only vocals. We talk about news from around the world that affects the queer community, not just lesbian but gay as well, bisexual, transgender. Yeah. We talk about the progression of issues that affect the queer community, such as gay marriage, of course, religion.
Is it so hard?
Yes, you know, I wouldn't call Michael Jackson good in any respect, sweetheart, I'm sorry. I just call him a little bit weird.
A woman came up and basically embraced me and hugged me and thanked me for the fact that this show had been a saviour for her, because she'd been a young teenager struggling to come to terms with being gay and felt alone in the world and everything like that, and was actually contemplating suicide, and somehow discovered our show and would secretly listen in. You know, parents wouldn't hear, she'd be in the bedroom with it turned right down. And yeah. So that was pretty cool to know that we made a bit of a difference there.
We've got another special guest to my left. She came in probably just before Christmas and played some amazing music for us. This is the lovely Beth Preston. Hi Beth, how are you?
Hi, I'm great.
Now, you're actually playing a gig tonight in 44 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
In a kind of a rush tonight. So what have you come in to play for us?
I had a song in mind.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to share what everything you want?
She's very much a supporter of women's rights, and a lot of the themes in her music are quite political, and very, very supportive of women in general, which is essentially, you know, one of the themes of our show. So whether she's gay or straight, we love her music and what she says. So we're happy to play what she's got. So yeah.
Playing the toaster oven scenario.
Now I think it works. Is it every 5 women you convert?
There was a particular episode of Ellen.
It was Ellen, yeah.
Okay, it might have even been the final episode where she comes out. And the whole premise behind it is that if you convert a straight woman to lesbianism, it's a bit like a Tupperware party, you get a toaster oven. Yeah. You get a prize for converting that woman. Okay, and the prize is a toaster oven. Okay, so a toaster oven, you know, you make your little toaster sandwiches.
Maybe we could.
Hello, this is Stan Ridgway, and you're listening to Queer Radio.
No social value
with John Frank. Queer.
It is 4ZZZ at 102.1, and welcome to Queer Radio for this week. Well, it's vital, especially when you're going for a niche that's just not covered anywhere else. Supporting sections of the audience that really aren't catered for by any other radio station. And certainly gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender and queer listeners aren't catered for anywhere else. Tasmanian gay activists have welcomed a commitment from State Health Minister David Llewellyn to review state government support for the Red Cross ban on blood donation by gay men. Tasmanian gay and lesbian rights group spokesperson Rodney Croom said that the ban is bad health policy because it blocks blood donation from gay men who practice safe sex.
By complete
The
conviction.
future. I think more of the
Yes,
same.
I'll think I have worked hard, and buying this thing will
I
bring me
think
the
that it's
happiness
just
I truly
it's like all community
When
organisations.
handing over my money,
It's
I'm
moving
convinced that
along.
purchase
There's
is not
people
only
coming,
right,
people going all the
but
time.
hard-won
So
and
there's
necessary.
that changeover, and there's
And
that
that's what she
general
likes to see,
feeling
that
of
determined look on
continuity
somebody's
that it's going to
face.
have. But Queer Radio is one of the longest running gay programs in the world. I think Queer Radio actually does provide a service to the community, and that we actually do make a change in people's lives.
It does seem unlikely
The future,
that
the
someone would
future's just going to
notice
happen.
the placing of a button.
The first time I spoke on air, I broke into a cold sweat and I was shaking all over.
Audio Pollen is, I think, 2.5 years old, and prior to that I had Outer Limits, which was a more late night, what was a 12 till 2 show. It's a showcase of stuff that's happening, stuff that's coming up, to get people to go out and you know, encourage them to engage with the culture, because if it's not engaged with, it will go away. I think the first time I heard Triple Z was in about grade 9. And at the time, I listened to Triple Z because it was the only radio station that had foul language and extreme weirdness. I'm not going to try and be proud or anything. I'm just in it for the weirdness. 4ZZZ is unique on so many levels, and the ones I think that I should talk about are the fact that 4ZZZ gives not only us as announcers, but also the listener the opportunity to hear things that they're not going to hear anywhere else. The main thing is the fact that these people are not doing it because they're getting a paycheck. They're doing it because they're passionate about it, they want to do it, they feel that there is something to say. You're listening to Audio Pollen on 4ZZZ 102.1 FM. It's a couple of minutes to midnight. We've been checking out the sound of Akio Suzuki. My thought is that Triple Z just needs to keep going, keep changing, keep morphing and adapting to its environment.
You see, when they stop outside of Wolf Creek and there's the unexplained failure of all electrical equipment, for some reason it just made me think of Picnic at Hanging Rock, you know, unnatural place, you know, supernatural places in the Australian wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the meteorite crater, everything just...
So, what's your name?
Simon.
Simon, okay. I'll ask Danny.
Yeah. So
This is the New Blockaders. UK industrial noise group, well, began 82, broke up early 90s, and they reformed, 3 years ago, and they've been spewing out a whole heap of stuff since then. Yes, this is truly industrial music. People go about stuff like 9 Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson being industrial. This is the real deal. I mean, that's crap. That's just rock with keyboards. Hey, I'm an industrial arts snob, and proud of it.
This is fantastic.
Ooh, let's go morphine and ice cream. You see, well, since I'm a sloganeer, I'll just say it's something else. And ice cream is now 11-1. Morphine and ice cream, I would like to say came up with it myself, but no, I nicked it from from the US group Unrest. It's actually a line on their song June from their 1993 album Imperial FFRR.
Straight up hip hop. Underground hip hop. Not mainstream hip hop.
And I think really mainstream hip hop really gets played on 4ZZZ, but I think
if it does, it really shouldn't. Like, we don't need to be backing 50 Cent, Eminem, any of that sort of shit. They don't need no love from community radio, you know? They don't need it from here. This is just the raw shit. This should be for us, for our mates, for our family, and like-minded crew around the country, you know?
I reckon Triple Z is probably one of the best radio stations I've ever worked for. And I've worked in Cairns and I've worked in Melbourne, and I think the people who work here don't necessarily would judge you on your music as much as they would somewhere else. Just from the politics of
Triple Z's dope. Triple Z's dope place to give a voice to smaller communities and cultures that need it.
Listen. Okay, keep it locked on, keep it locked in. Original drums, #1, second to none. Each and every one, keep it locked on, keep it locked in. 102.1 FM. Each and every one. This is 4ZZZ, so just shush. Listen. Myself, the Tommy Arrow, boss DJ JP.
My name is JP. I've currently moved to Australia at the beginning of the year. I've been into the music industry and the music from since I was 30 type thing, covering all the genres of music, house, hardcore. This is the other side of the world, of course. Hopefully I'm going to bring some sun to this part of Brisbane. And here I am on Triple Z, courtesy of Tommy Oro, bringing me into some action.
So, I tell you what, okay, so I started here probably about 1992, which is like years ago, playing abstract stuff like, well, not even abstract, but like strange stuff compared to now, like funk and grunge and hip-hop. And then I really got chucked out of here for playing hip-hop. Let's hope that doesn't happen about drum and bass, but original drum, you know, it's been a voice for people who didn't have anywhere, and it's been a really good vehicle for those people to have tunes played on air and represent those kind of views, you know. So it's not so much a community as part as a community of interest, which is what original drum has purpose for. So there you go, original drum in a nutshell, start till done, original drum. Nah, no way could this ever happen on any other station, you know. It's too wild, it's too and it's not so formatted. We don't play the ads every 15 minutes and that kind of stuff, so we have all the local guests in, all the local guys, you know, who wouldn't even get to step foot in those kind of radio stations.
How you going, brother?
Good.
Straight up. What's up? What's this for?
This show's called The Method. It's previously called Urban Method. It's been running for about 5-6 years. Just prior to the turn of the millennium, the show got started up by Nikolai and Susanna with the interest of playing sort of underground, urbanish, hip-hop related music. And I guess since Robbie Balboa joined the team, we've kind of tried to maintain a bit more of a gritty, underground sort of style to the music that we've been playing. There's a lot of sensitive issues and themes being expressed by the artists, and just I guess sort of topics that won't sell records because people want to be sedated by and placated by just music that doesn't make you think. So I guess a lot of the hip hop we like is real head music, and that it makes you think and consider the world you live in and your surroundings a bit more. So yeah, we yeah. Feeling you, man.
We're just going to throw a few written verses together over
That's the thing, man. Like, I'm not trying to get a label. I'm not trying to get
How many verses? It'll be 4.
Yeah, what, destruction of a guard, or is it advanced porn to the
Oh, bro, what's the antenna? Rex Blunt, Rex Blunt.
Yeah.
Calling on all members and representatives, this hip-hop parliament has gone to shit. Too many hypocrites, Benedict Arnolds, and wannabe hard dudes, and street politicking gets harmful. Yeah, please forgive me, I didn't mean to hurt you, I'm sorry. You caught me outside your curfew, I'm understanding what you're planning, it's gammon. So keep on swimming up that stream like you're salmon. I'll be fishing from the side with a cannon to blow you out the water and keep jamming. I keep on rocking cause nobody is stopping my political views are like a drinking problem. I got 'em when I get 'em, have a shot and then forget 'em. If you want to, you can set 'em in a well with no bottom. Ain't that rotten cause the name ain't Johnny, the name is Mikey. You can hate me or like me or love me forever. It's a campaign trail led by the damages and followed by the ale. So swallow this tale from the whale of a story, cause politics is boring without all the glory. Calling on all members and representatives, this hip-hop parliament has gone to shit. Too many hypocrites, Benedict Arnolds, and wannabe hard dudes, and street politicking gets harmful. Calling desire to the stand. I'll never get in the Senate, hell, I'm a bent dead shit degenerate. Billy on my desk is evidence, so don't send your politicking my way, cause it can cause beef like dice play in alleyways in New York. Trains, the original true sport. Game's the same, you talk shit and get your crew caught. A looter coot who make new borders, my forces, all kids, those who didn't follow orders. Politicking reporters, they get slaughtered or sent to concentration camps. B-boys should concentrate on dance. MC concentrate on amps. Writers, take your stance, but don't preach it. These kids get deceived quick, believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. Oh. Yes, that's right. Saturday the 3rd December at the Shamrock. We all know we're going for Pegs. We know we're going for Muff. We know we're going for Plutonic and DJ Bones. But we also going for Double XI Showcase with the Damages, featuring Rex Blunt. Yeah, Bjork and Sean. This ain't my beat, this ain't my beat.
Thanks for coming in, boys.
No worries, thanks Tim.
You catch these guys down at the Milk Bar All-Stars show at the Shamrock this Saturday night.
Big up the king. And I'll be outside if anyone wants to fight.
What do you reckon? Some of the boys?
My name is Quentin, and this is Deborah.
We have salad days every Thursday, and a bit of a cooking show, a bit of a chat, play songs that, or bands that go with whatever food we're talking about. And,
And I am joined by Deb to talk about seafood this morning here on 4ZZZ's Diversity and Talk. How are you, Deb?
I'm good, Quentin. How are you?
Oh, good.
We've been meaning to do this seafood show for a while, haven't we?
I hope you're not going to play that on air, are you?
I'm going to make you a fish, since how we're talking about seafood. Okay. A fish out of blue tack.
What do you think I should do? Should I go skydiving even though I've got a sore back?
Not if you've got a sore back, don't go.
Yeah.
So is this station legal? Look at it, you've got a mattress hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, well, we're drying, it's sopping wet.
Well, I've got the weekend off. Only because I requested it.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
Whatever my ears pick up, it's pretty much what I get in tune with. Cheesy.
independent, community-supported broadcaster, and subscribing to Z not only keeps the Z vote afloat, but you receive all kinds of cool benefits.
That's Rolo. That's Rolo.
He's our special friend. Rolo came into the women's prison for domestic violence prevention week.
Rolo coming to prison for domestic violence.
We're going to play a song that has a swear word in it.
If you are easily offended, get a shovel, dig a big hole under that big wall and run, run, run!
Thanks, Rolo. If people run away,
No,
they
'cause we don't want to offend them.
The show. Well, it's about prisoners, really. It's their show, to the extent that it's able to be. So it's a forum for them to express concerns about what's going on in jail. It's a way for them to escape. To the 4ZZZ peoples, hey, how's it hanging all? Well, Stimpy, you idiot Tash, forgot to request songs last week. Fuck, that happens lots. My poor little Steamy runs too fast for me to keep up with it. So we'll put down my songs now. Iggy Pop, Bored, goes out to all us bored little old peoples in the neck.
Well, there's legal issues depending on which state you're in. Like in Queensland, it's an offence to obtain a written statement from a prisoner. So there's always issues as to whether or not actually getting these letters and reading them on air is in contravention of that.
Yeah, we're not quite sure how many people listen to the show, but we have like this regular base that kind of changes over time. The people who tend to write in every week or every couple of weeks. And we also see it as a way of people who otherwise have their voices taken away being able to participate in public debate, to have some sort of say in what's going on and to get information out so that people on the outside are able to form a realistic view of what prison is and what it does, what it does to the people who go there and what it does to the people who love them and care about them.
So you kind of imagine that that you'd be getting all these really outraged letters, but you remember the majority of prisoners aren't activists. They're in prison because they're poor, or because they've got mental health issues, or because they've got drug issues. From people's main objectives aren't outing the conditions on a pissy little community radio station.
It's surviving, doing their time.
Yeah, you get a really different perspective, I think.
It's really important on a number of levels, and one is for getting opinions and voices out there that might not be heard otherwise, and also in terms of being able to participate in the media and in the process of making media. I think that's a really valuable exercise that an ordinary person like me can actually have a say in how public debate is formed and whose voice gets heard. I think is an incredibly powerful thing, so that perhaps even for people who don't see it as important, they could possibly still be being informed by the views that are expressed on community radio.
The news at Triple Z is different, and we just read the paper and we think, oh my God, what are we going to do? So then we ring up somebody and we go, oh, what the hell's going on? And sometimes they're sympathetic to the fact that we're quite ignorant. We need to talk more to Premier Beattie, because he doesn't talk to us. Well, I can't. And we just need to get in there and talk to him some more. So we're trying to work out how we can do that. Yeah. Anyway,
if that's what
cut.
you want, you like it anymore.
I think that's pretty damn just about what Triple Z's all about. It means sometimes a little bit of innocence goes a long way, and honesty. Yeah. Sometimes you end up with nothing, but.
I was 34 when I came in. I heard an ad on the radio saying we need some journalists, and 6 months later I applied for the job, and they hired me immediately.
Just returning CDs to the vast Triple Z archives.
So is Ellie still here, right?
These guys are the Wellingtons. Go and ask them. They'll tell you.
Hi, I'm Steph. You've caught us at an exhausted time. Yeah. Well, yeah, and you know, I think Matt's had about 3 hours sleep and Kate's had 1.
Hey.
We're from Melbourne as well.
That's okay.
Excuse me.
That's okay.
One building, but if you cross the road, you walk in and there's a wall of guitars, you're tripping over amps, you've got recording gear and PAs as well. Ask me about the range. You know, LLAs are proud to support 4ZZZ.
Down here as well. Yeah. Awesome. So much we skedaddle in? So much sweat. Yep, you can. I don't want that to go to tape. Talking about my sweat issues, perspiration problems.